Hello everybody and welcome back to Useful Plays, Oxygen not included. I figured it out what I was going to Google the last time. Two things. First of all, from the first episode of this recording session, I wanted to figure out the hell temp shift plates do. I Googled it, no idea. Okay, I think I kind of understand the idea is they equalize temperature around themselves. So what we did here, I think, was correct in that we're heating this area and the space heater then wants to... the space heater heats the area around it. The temp shift plates then want to equalize that temperature amongst themselves. So they're all as close to a similar temperature as possible. Which apparently is useful for things like farms. So you temp shift plate your farm area and then it equalizes the temperature across all of them while you're cooling them, and it stops certain plants from stifling due to body temperature, kind of like what's happening right there. I don't know why those ones are warmer than everything else, but whatever. So it might be worthwhile that we temp shift plate these areas. Second thing, super coolant. Let me give you the TLDR on super coolant. We can't make it yet. Why? Because you gotta go to space. Yep. You gotta build, first of all, I don't have any research stations, so I can't hit R to bring up the research menu. Okay, we'll sort that out. You need, in order to make... choking on my own words. Let me hydrate. I'm going on a... not a rant, I'm just discussing. In order to make super coolant, you need whatever that fuel... this crap. Fuelerine. Where do you get that? Space. You got to send a rocket up into space. You yeet it up there. It needs to collect crap from anywhere where there is fuelerine, and then it brings it back down. Then you put that in a molecular forge, whatever that means, and then you, I guess, molecularize all that crap together. That's how you make super coolant. Now, yes, super coolant is wicked. Super high vaporization points, like 3,000 degrees or something like that. Super low freezing point, minus 273 degrees. Apparently, the thermo aquatuner cannot freeze super coolant, so we wouldn't have to worry about accidentally freezing it. That's basically what I wanted to let you know in the opening of this video, is that everything we really wanted to do, can't really do. So, but also the other thing we were thinking about with the whole temp shift plate things, we're so smart. Cool, all sorted. What does that mean? It means we need to go to space. Really? Oh, you're ones? Yeah, you would be, wouldn't you? Make them 9s. So we need to go to space. First things first, we're going to come down here. We're going to see what's underneath this neutronium. If it's more hydrogen, that would be wicked. If it's more natural gas, I'm going to cry. Then we're going to go up to freaking space. Okay? I'm going to molecularize the hell out of that forge. It's going to be awesome. Where's all this water coming from, by the way? Heat damage? What's... oh my goodness, it's so warm here. Why is it so warm here? Wait, what? I don't really understand. But this thing is completely empty. Let me deconstruct this. Here's what I'm going to do. We have this normal water. I want it gone. Once this is gone, I'm going to re-add the downward arrow so that we can pull polluted water down here, because polluted water has a higher vaporization point and a lower freezing point than standard water. Okay, that's done. We're going to try this again. Chuck on these bad boys down there and pull this. Let's do that. So it's nice and easy to deconstruct, which I suppose in theory means we don't need that. So if they can do that, that'll be wicked. And you know what? Why don't you radiant that pipe as well? So hopefully that works. Maybe. power switch looking pretty dire as usual. Love it. Yeah. Yeah, we were also discussing, would we want to break some water down into hydrogen because we have essentially infinite water. Oh, I think I know why this... Yeah, it's 33-degree water because this can't be cooled properly. Yeah, it's kind of warm in here. And really want to cool this. I wonder if we should be insulating this top row. I don't know. Also, just get rid of the water, dude. You got this. One day we will make this work, and it'll be so exciting when it happens. You can probably be deconstructed as well. Oh yeah, we have this weird thing. I think we touched on it in the episode that we built it, but the idea is the output water we're just going to use to kind of naturally cool the area a little bit, in case this top area gets too warm, which it might do because we are going to be churning away power with these steam turbines one day, maybe. Who knows? Do you have an empty pipe? Fair enough. Yeah. How are we going to do this? I suppose we come over here and we disable this. We won't do it now, but someone will come and turn that off. Then we will link it up to this one and then get this going. But we can only really afford to do that when we've actually got this stuff built. Which is a little ways away, as we know. Also, yeah, if somebody could come and deconstruct this tile. Which I hate to have to do. There we go. And then rebuild the tile, and then also come down here and sweep everything you see down here. Okay. Now, next time somebody uses the bathroom, half of this water should come down here and loop into the coolant system. Yep, there we go. Deconstruct that R9. It'll be interesting to see what happens. We have no power. Fair enough. Should have guessed. How are we doing for refined material? We have a decent amount of copper and iron and gold. Okay. Good to know. So yeah, this area in theory is going to get quite warm compared to everything else we've got. Do you know what might be smart as well is double insulating the base of this area. So let me do some smartness, okay? Just small amounts of smartness here and there make the world go round. There's so much water down here, by the way. Right, how goes this? They are getting down here. Is there anything cool I should be aware of? So far, looks like no. That's okay. Still wonder how deep down this goes. Not too much further, I think. Yeah, we're not really that far away from the base of the world, which would be really interesting to find. I would very much like them to come down here and do this. Which they will, don't worry. Okay. There you go, so it at least works. These pipes cool a little bit, it gets really cool around here. But then the temperature kind of reverts that itself. Let's deconstruct that out of 9 and deconstruct that out of 9. Because then we will put manual airlock here instead. Boop, like that. And we will double insulate that. Just in case. And in terms of temperature, it's cooling down a little bit now, which is nice. The water's about 35 degrees. Okay. What's happening to that water? Is it getting too cold? Yeah, cold damage, okay. I get a feeling that it's not cooling down enough. So, what we probably need to do again is something like deconstruct this. I don't know. Oh, it's gonna be weird to try and get this to work. Actually, yeah, let's cancel that as well. Let's assume that we're going to have 2 of these thermoregulators here. 1 on either side. So we can kind of plan for the future. Like that. Except we deconstruct that. Out of 9? Yeah. We are going to need... What we're making this out of iron? Okay, I guess so. In which case... Make like 20 iron in this thing. If we have the opportunity. Also, mop all of this up. Again, please. Thank you. And do that. Okay. So the hope is that with such a large area, we can maybe cool it down properly, I hope. We'll find out, I suppose. Anyway. Other than that, obviously that isn't working very well. Other than that, though, stuff's kind of working pretty well. Now, let's get 2 electrolyzers set up. No, let's do 1 here and 1 here. And the reason we're doing this, I'm going to make them 1s though. So the reason we're doing this is so that we can kind of plan for the future. So we could have these electrolyzers pumping out oxygen and hydrogen. We will need... Where's ventilation? Yeah. Gas pump. Make it out of steel. Plug that in there. Then we can get rid of those excess pipes. But there you go. There we'll have all of this stuff. Like a so. Like a so. Like a so. And we'll do that, deconstruct that, And again, have a switch just in case we need to turn it off. You know, all the bottom stuff. So the idea is hydrogen or water is converted into a combination of hydrogen and oxygen. Which is, remember, water is infinite for us. The hydrogen and oxygen, well, the hydrogen produces power and the oxygen we can pump into somewhere. For now, probably just these canisters, but then from there, you know, in the future, we can maybe pump it into something more valuable, like the exosuit dock, basically. So this is the hydrogen coming down here, understandably. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to deconstruct here. This, what I'm about to do, is the much smarter way of doing this. Okay? We're going to deconstruct this stuff. Actually, we don't need to deconstruct you. Or you, really. Yeah, we just need that deconstructed. Because I don't think we need to deconstruct those. Then we put one of these in. Input. Output. Yeah. And we're going to do this. Okay, so he's going to set those up. This is the smart thing to do. Really, I should have thought about this sooner, but it didn't cross my mind. Oh, give me something nice. I'll take some pip eggs. And then I'm going to make a storage bin. Trust me on what I'm about to do, by the way. It's going to be so smart. Storage bin, priority 9. Dig this. Priority 9. So we build this. What goes in here? Critter eggs. Pip eggs. Priority 9. Right? Then pip egg, sweep 9. Pip egg, sweep 9. The reason we're doing that is that hopefully they then move the pip eggs up here. When they're in here, we break this. So that the only thing... Or actually, we break it, then the pips fall onto the ground, and then they hatch up here. And they can't go anywhere else. And then we plant... We also put in... seeds. And we plant... Where are they? Oh, what are they called? Fungal spores. Fungal spores. We do that. Do we have any fungal spores? We do. We have fungal spores kind of all over the place. So we set a couple of things to go. It's a smart thing to do. Is it going to work? Who knows? We have no iron. Tons of copper though. Okay, so we cancel that. And then we finish the construction out of copper. Like so. That will cool this whole area down eventually. We've got some gas pumping, which is really nice. Get a bit of power from that. And all of these, some of it's 9, some of it's 1s. Okay, do that. What's the construction level? It's 9. This is good. I can do that to switch all that off for now. Did they build this? Ah, they did. You need to filter out breathable gas, oxygen. Okay. Then we need gas pipe like that. And yeah, you need power. Of course you do. Like so. So the reason this is smart, it might not look like it. Let me hydrate. But it is. We can remove all of this convolutedness up here. Okay. Can we? Hold up a sec. We can, but it actually needs to happen much higher. Okay. No worries. Gas pipe, deconstruct. You deconstruct. 9 up. 9. Okay. So, everything I told you that was genius, it is genius, just not where it currently is. Okay? This will come... Hold on. Ooh, let me think. We deconstruct this stuff. And that. There's a lot to this. There's actually more to this than I thought there was. So you just bear with me for a moment while I think. And while I make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. Have they dug this stuff down? Oh, they're getting there. Crude oil! This is a freaking oil biome down here, dude. There's an oil biome. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's extremely valuable information to have. There's an oil biome down here. Which maybe means there's a crude oil vent. Which would be huge. Okay. Anyway, bear with me. This... Deconstruct this, okay? Don't talk to me about that. Just bear with me on all the other projects that we've got going on. So the idea is we get rid of all of this ugliness. Okay? In fact, do me a favor and deconstruct all of these pipes and that thing. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. How's this going over here, by the way? I feel like it's going fairly well. They're picking up everything they need to. So I think I'm quite happy to set this all going. That bleach stone needs to go, by the way. We can't just be having chlorine pumped out into these places. Come on, guys. Okay. Good. They got that. Whoops. Deconstruct that then. Bam 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 bam. Where does this go? All the way down here? For now, get rid of all of that as well. And all of that. We don't need that. Okay? What we're building here, the idea is hydrogen and oxygen both travel through here. Once they reach here, hydrogen continues on as normal. Oxygen is pumped out. Or the smart thing to do would be to filter hydrogen out and pump oxygen on as normal. Yeah, that's maybe the smart thing to do. Cancel that. Then we plug that in like that. Yep. So that will be oxygen, and then this one next to it will go up as hydrogen and down as hydrogen. Okay. You know, do deconstruct this though. I know everything I'm doing doesn't really make much sense, but trust me on it, it makes sense kind of if you think about it. So, I'm gonna order all of these to be 9s so that people come and deconstruct them. These broke, okay. Deconstruct that, deconstruct that. What do you think I can build these out of? You can build them out of steel. Okay. Good news, we need more steel. It's a really good thing we have this. Iron into steel. How much do these need? 100 steel. No, 200 steel. We have 100. Each one of these makes 100 steel. We need, for now, 300 steel, which is 3. Do that. These are going to become yellow alerts. Like right now. Just sit up a little straighter. Okay. Cool. So you are building it. That's really good. We've got loads of copper on the ground. Also really good. Okay. Printables are ready. Choose a blueprint. I'll take a wart seed because we discussed doing this. Anyway. Is there anything in here? No, not yet. That's okay. One day there will be. Wart seed, sweep. Like that. Okay, are we out of copper? It appears that we might be. Have a look. We're out of copper. So what do? We build. We build those last two out of, well, hopefully copper. How much do we have now? Enough to build the whole thing. So smart. So we've got a bit pumping through, which is good. Let's keep an eye on it. Actually, let's keep an eye on the temperature as well. This should start to kind of cool the place down, I guess. As we'll find out if this thing continues to heat up. The water is at about 40 degrees, which is nice. That's what it's supposed to be. Okay. Okay, stuff is pumping through. It's I suppose right now it's not perfect because it's very warm. Sorry, because we're low on power. I don't know why I said very warm. I was thinking about steel and how much heat the steel is going to produce. It's going to be a nightmare, by the way. Anyway. Oh, these deconstructions happened. Which is really good. So, gas pipes. Plug in like that. Cool, they did that. And then gas bridge, like so. And like so. You filter out, specifically, hydrogen. That way the hydrogen will go partly up there to cool this area down and partly down here. And then also, yeah, do me a favour and deconstruct that gas pipe. Cool. And also deconstruct these pipes. Okay. What's in here? Oxygen and hydrogen. That's what we like. That's what we were looking for. You have been made out of steel. That's good. You're going to be plugged in, but everything's off right now. Just, yeah, deconstruct both of these. And we'll replace those with a steel-based machine. Nice. Gotta ask. Yeah, okay, deconstruct this at a yellow alert. Because, there we go. I was like, I had the button off. Why is it not off? It's cool, we figured it out. We got there in the end. Food's still doing pretty well. How's power? It's still pretty spotty. Understandable. This guy turns back on in 11 days. Fair enough. And it's still, yeah, it's still very warm in there. It's okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so you are reachable, right? Yeah, it is. Actually, just buildings? Yeah, I'll just cancel those. And I'll put a tile there, I guess. Okay. Oh, actually, that is where we need to end it for today. Sorry about that. It snuck up on me. But trust me, this will be awesome when it works, maybe. So thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. It really helps me out, and I really do appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel for more content past and future. Check out Twitter and Discord in the description down below if you're feeling so inclined. And I will see all of you in the next episode. See ya.